Hello, everyone. I'm Aaron with Do You Hear This? And I just come back from a very powerful week at Alive 2026 at Atwood Lake Park in Ohio. So much, so much happening there. I served for 3 days, 4 days, and had a really good time. Met a lot of people. Met a lot of people there that had good testimonies, which I have some interviews with that. I have some interviews with some artists that I'll be throwing on there. But today is about let you know what Do You Hear This is really about. I know I did one earlier, but I don't think I went deep enough into it. This is do you hear this came about where I was talking with one of my buddies, and they says, Aaron, he asked me, he says, Aaron, you need to ever thought about doing a podcast or going out there and talking to people about things that you say and stuff. He said you're pretty powerful in what you do. I don't see it, but he saw something in me that I don't know, and I laughed at him. It's like, yeah, all right, okay, I'll pray on it. Well, very next day, had another one of my friends, and he doesn't know the other guy from the day before, and he turned around and basically was talking about the same thing that we were talking about the day before. So it's like, okay, well, there's two people saying I need to check this out. So Aaron, being Aaron that I am, I prayed hard about it and looked around and says, man, this is not something that I want to do, which I don't like podcasts. I don't like social media all that well. I'm knowing that every once in a while I post things, but I don't know anything about it. So I checked into it and says, okay, if this is what you want me to do, you need to show me what I need to do. Well, I went in and says, first of all, give me something to go on. What do you want me to call this? Where do I start at? And I got to looking around, and Do You Hear This popped in my head, and just like what he says to us. He's like, hey, do you hear this? Do you hear what I'm saying do you hear what I'm saying to you? Do you hear this? And that's what was coming across all the time. So I got on the internet and started flipping around with, will you hear this? Can you hear this? A lot of this is everything but do you hear this? And it was nothing was available. Do you hear this was wide open. I'm like, whoa, time out. There's a sign. Do you hear this is available? So I turned around and took the Do You Hear This. It's like, okay, we got Do You Hear This. You gave me a title. I says, I'm going to need some kind of a business card. Help me do a business card. Well, lo and behold, I went to bed. This is all within several weeks. I'd say about 2 weeks. I got the name. Do you hear this come up? And then turned around and said, okay, business card. Then I got in looking at business cards. Like, well, I don't have a logo. I need a logo. So prayed on it, and that's where my logo came up with my ear. That's where my card came along. This is, and it's like, okay, that's cool. Okay, I like that. But then he got talking with one of my other friends, and it's like, you know what? I would like to have a shovel. I'd like to have a shovel going into the ground, or I'd like to have dig deeper into the Word. And that was going to be what I was finished with, which I do. But then we came up, him and I got to talk. Yeah, it'd be cool to have like shovel in the ground or something like that. And then that came to me. That's what he did. Now I want you all to understand real quick. I'm not that smart. There's no way that I can come up with a logo like that and like that and put it on a card. There's no way. There's no way I can come up with that. Everything I'm doing is by obedience. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. But he is showing me how to do this. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be upfront. I'm not going to edit stuff because I don't think you should edit, because nobody's perfect. So why have perfect videos? Why make yourself look better than what you really are? Because that's not who I am. But for Do You Hear This to be what it is, it's my Father doing this. I'm just following by obedience. So I got my card made up and turned around and says, okay, I got my card made up. Went in and says, okay, let's go ahead and, just in case it gets bigger than what it's supposed to, you're telling me it's going to be big. So I better get like an LLC or something like that. So I went in and it's like, what do I need to do for my LLC? And he gives me Open Kingdom Media. And it's like, okay, sounds good. So I got an LLC, everything flowed. And I said, okay, let's get the website going. Look for a website. Do you hear this is wide open? Can you hear this? All the other you hear this is closed. Do you hear this is wide open? I'm like, this is crazy. So I got it. So I got the website, Do You Hear This? And then I said, okay, let's check out YouTube and Facebook, see what's going on. Do you hear this? Wide open, wide open. Everything for Do You Hear This is wide open. It's streamlined. I mean, everything has been streamlined for me. And I don't know what I'm doing. I want to get this across. I do not know what I am doing. All this is the work from our mighty Father above. It's powerful to see what he's doing. So I got the name, I got my logos, I got my website, I got my Facebook, and Red YouTube, Red, I don't know what Red is. I don't know where Red came from. But anyhow, YouTube site, Facebook site, Spotify and all that, I'm getting ready to figure it out, so it should be launched before too long. So I go to the festival, the Amplify Fest down in Arkansas, Benton, Arkansas. It's held every, what is it, June? Well, they changed the date. It's actually was later, but it was used to be after Alive. It used to be after Alive, but now this year is prior to Alive. But anyhow, I said, okay, let's go down there. 2 days, free concert. It's a free weekend of worship. They ask for donations, but it's a free weekend of worship. It's the largest free worship concerts, venues that's put on. So I go down there and says, okay, you really want me to do this? Let me get an interview from an artist. Says, let me see if this is what you really want me to do, because I don't want to do it. I have no desire to doing this. I don't want to do this. I can't specify how much I don't want to do this. But I am doing this out of obedience. So I ended up getting 3 interviews with artists, 6 testimonies. 3 more interviews with Christian-based, faith-based support systems, which I'll be putting them on before too long also. That there shook me. Because it's like, okay, this is real. This is getting real. I can't stress enough about how amazing doors open. And things happen when you 100% transparent and willing to do what the Father asks you to do. It's powerful. There's so much things in my life. We'll get into them later on. There's so much things in my life that He's worked in order to do this. So I got my interviews and stuff. So it's like, okay, now let me figure out how to do stuff on my website, put stuff on YouTube, put stuff on Facebook. I don't know how to do this stuff. So last week, the week before, I turned around and learned how to do that stuff. But I still don't know the jargon. I don't know the proper language, what to call this, what I'm doing, or anything like that. I have no clue. But I'm learning as I go. And each step He goes, it shows me. I says, I've been Jonah. I tell everybody I've been like Jonah, except I didn't turn my back. I just did baby steps. But every time I did a baby step, a door would open. Do another step, the door would open. Do another step, the door would open. It's like, this is crazy. This is just crazy. So last week, like I said, I went to a live 2026 and served. Met some powerful people, really powerful people with some awesome testimonies that were willing to share and willing just to let everything out. Met a few people that I know I have lasting relationships with, and always will stay in contact with. I got some good footage. I got some good interviews, which I'm going to be posting those up here. This is something, like I said, I'm new to. I have no clue, but I ask you all just to follow, just like and subscribe, and just follow me and help me. I want you all to help me make this thing work, because I don't know what I'm doing, but I know for a fact I'm following by obedience, and I know He wants you all to help me do this. The more we get this word out about Him and how grateful it is to serve Him and show Him how much He's loved, and how we love on Him, that He's going to turn around and love on us. And hopefully we can lead that to Him loving others, seeing what's going on and want to be part of this. Because it's going to get huge. I feel it's just going to, because I'm not doing it. I've tried to find a category to put this in, and I've yet to find a category to put this in, because I'm hitting on all levels. I'm hitting on worship. I'm hitting on music. I'm hitting on people. You know, I'm hitting on places, I'm hitting on venues, I'm hitting at home, I'm hitting normal everyday people. All my interviews will not be just from concerts and venues and places that I go to. There will be interviews with people, everyday people, everyday workplaces. I don't know what else is going on or where he's leading me to do on this thing, but I know it's going to be powerful. I see every day I see him moving in this thing. I said, I'm honest, I'm still dragging my feet on this. I was supposed to post something yesterday, but I couldn't. I was so overwhelmed of what happened last week that I'm still, to this day, I'm still trying to fathom how awesome it was to be around so many people that just want to be loved by the Father, loved by people around them, and then yet they want to turn around and give their love to others also. I highly recommend going to a venue like that, going to a venue such as Red Rocks is coming up. I believe there's another big festival up in New York that's getting ready to happen. I believe somebody told me about that. The Ark's going to be having a month-long festival, so if you have a chance to go up there for 2 or 3 days, go up there, hang out with the people. You know, the people will help you. You won't be all by yourself. And if you feel you're by yourself, start talking to somebody. Just sometimes a simple hi gets a conversation going. Or how you doing? Or a good one that I've learned when I go out of town is, where you from? A lot of my interviews will be, what brought you here? You know, them are good openings for a conversation to get to talk to one of your sisters or brothers in Yah. I will be giving more testimony. I will be giving my testimony here before long, but I wanted to put this out to you all first to say I am officially launching this thing. I need your help. Like and subscribe. That's what they say. I mean, what it does, I don't know. But apparently I hear like and subscribe all the time. So like and subscribe. Support me any way you can. I'm going to I'm a website. I'm still building my website where I can get your all's pictures, your all's testimonies, and where everybody can just be loving on everybody. And I think if we do this and we do it properly, I think we can bring other people to our Father where they can themselves feel the love that they need to feel. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard that some people don't want to be loved on. Well, that's when we need to learn, okay, it's time for me to leave. It's like Bible scripture says, you know, don't cast your pearls upon the swines. I'm not here to preach. I'm not going to preach. But I am going to get into the Word, and I'm going to get deep into the Word on several things. But I'm not going to preach about it. I'm just going to ask questions about it that hopefully, prayerfully, I'll be praying for y'all, that y'all dig deeper into the Word to find the answers for yourself. Not just listening to some guy standing up on a stage on a Sunday. I'm not saying don't listen to him. I'm saying dig deeper than what he's saying, because there's always an answer there for you only. Not for what he's feeling out of the book, but what you're feeling out of the book. What the book is talking to you, because it's a living, breathing guide to how to live. So I think I'm gonna leave that with you today. So this is one of my longer videos. Well, it's my longest one so far. So I'm going to figure out now how to get it out there to you all. And each day I'm going to learn. As you can tell, I'm not in a professional studio, which I'm going to work on that too. I'm going to work on my equipment where it gets a bit better, but it'll only get better as I get better to understand what I really need and what I really need to do. I'm coming at you all natural. I'm not going to hide anything. And I want you to do the same to others. Be transparent. Don't hide. Don't hide behind anything. Be yourself. Go out there and say the word to others. But most of all, dig deep into the word. And I will catch you next time. Y'all have a blessed day, and we will get together again.